Hey guys, I appreciate you joining the call tonight. I think most of you guys know my name's Dallas. It's my wife Teah, and we want to take a few minutes to tell you a little bit about our health journey over the past few weeks. I know several of you have been asking what the heck we're doing, getting stopped at church, getting stopped just everywhere I go with people noticing that I'm losing weight, my wife's losing weight, and we're feeling great. And, just want to take a few minutes and kind of explain a little bit about what we're doing and how we're getting there and about kind of our process and our journey. About a month ago, I was kind of feeling crappy, feeling sorry for myself, feeling fat, nothing looked good, looking in the mirror, just felt like, terrible. And my wife always is nice and, no, babe, you look okay, yada, yada. And so, but I know that I look fatter than I wanted. And so realized I had to do something. I've tried diet after diet after diet, and it just, nothing was working for me. I'd lose, but then I'd go right back up. I'd lose, go right back up. And so finally I had a buddy named Pat and friends with him on Facebook, and saw that he had lost a ton of weight and just one day said, dude, what are you doing? I got to find out. And he shared with me about this plan, and we'll share with you about that tonight. But, that was 3.5 weeks ago. And I have lost 25 pounds in 3.5 weeks just from following the plan. It's been pretty stinking easy. The food is good. I like good food. I was raised in Louisiana. I love Cajun food. Just a couple weeks ago, I made some jambalaya that I was like, it's pretty stinking good. I enjoyed my Cajun night. And, it's been awesome seeing this work for us. We have more energy. We have more just when you feel better about yourself, knowing that you look better in your clothes. I like my sleep. And for the past few nights, I can't even go to bed when I get in bed. I'm just wired. I wake up in the morning before my alarm clock goes off, and it's just, that's different for me, having that kind of energy. And so the plan's working for us. And it's, for me, when I've tried all these things, and some of the things I tried the HCG diet years ago, and you eat like 500 calories a day, and I just want to murder someone and eat a cheeseburger, and I can't handle that. But I lost weight. I was excited, and then I instantly put it back on. And for me, getting on this plan was just, man, I got to get off this roller coaster. I got to do something that sticks, and I got to make a difference. And many of you guys know that my father passed away when he was 29 years old of heart problems. He was severely overweight, and I just said, I got to do something. I'm 36 years old, and I'm on this routine of up and down, up and down. And for me, it just kind of became a breaking point. And I'll let Teah share for a second. But this time, I've done all these diets before and failed. And I told Teah, I was like, babe, I'd love it if you'd do this one with me. I've never had your support for any of these. And so I said, will you do it? And she said, I don't think it'll work, but, go ahead. Sure, babe.
Yeah, so basically when I turned 30, my metabolism just came to a screeching halt, and I've never had any trouble with weight my whole life. I've been able to eat whatever I want and not really gain weight, but when I turned 30, that stopped, and I have just progressively gained weight since then, and gained, I would say, probably a good 20 pounds in the past 5 years or so. Which for me is pretty significant with my stature and everything. And so,
she's short.
Yeah, because I'm pretty short. And, but yeah, and so, and then I was also having just all kinds of health issues. I was having heart palpitations, and just convinced that something was wrong with my thyroid. I went to the doctor 2 different times and had them test me for my thyroid being something, wrong with it. And they were like, no, there's nothing wrong with you. My energy level was very, very, very slow, very down. And so Dal said, just give this a shot with me. And, either way, it would be great to have your support. And so I was like, okay, fine. I didn't, I was kind of skeptical and didn't think it would work, especially not for somebody like me.
No, we get on the phone the first time with our friend Pat, and she flat out, I'm like, excited to hear about the program. And she just tells Pat, like, I'm going to do it to support my husband, but I don't think it'll work. And I think this is probably stupid, but I'll do it to support him. And Pat's like, I promise it'll work. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, giving her the look like, you're being a jerk, be nice, but
You know me, I'm all about honesty.
So,
but yeah, so, but the thing is that within how long have we been on it now? 3 weeks?
A little over 3 weeks.
A little over 3 weeks, I've lost 9 pounds.
9.9 pounds.
9.9 pounds, yes. I got on the scale this morning, and I was like, oh man, I'm so close to 10. But yeah, and so it is working, and my energy level is significantly better than what it was. and I'm just looking forward to it being even more so. And so, yeah, I mean, it's something that I didn't think was going to work for me, and it absolutely did, and still is.
And for me, when I started, I was on thyroid medication over the past year. I've been on this weight loss drug that I pay $100 a month for, called Contrave, which is supposed to miraculously help you lose weight. And I think it was just kind of like a mental thing for me, that it helped me not get obese, but it just maintained my level of fatness, and it wasn't working at all. And I was, going to get testosterone shots every single week, and none of that was working. And now my prescription ran out for the weight loss drug. I didn't get it filled because it wasn't working. I just said, forget that. It's not helping me. I'm already getting I didn't get my thyroid medication refilled because it wasn't making a difference in my energy. It wasn't helping, but this is. And so it's like, why am I going to keep putting money into that? And it's making a difference in our life. And so we're pretty excited that you're watching our story and hearing about our lives. But I want to take just a second and introduce you to our coach. And again, a little over a month ago, I called my friend Pat, and he told me about the program. And I am just one of the best phone calls I've ever had in my life, because I made a decision to get on this plan and to change my health. And so thankful that he was able to explain it to me. So Pat, why don't you share what you shared with me a little over a month ago, and share your story about how you got healthy.
Absolutely. Dallas and Teah, I'm so glad to be on the call with you. We met each other years ago through our friend and Jeannie Mayo, and I watched how God's used you guys in a pretty amazing way right there in Oklahoma. And Karen and I are evangelists and authors. We travel around the world. I've traveled about 2.5 million miles, and we just finished writing our 5th book, and it's going to be coming out in August. And over the last few years, I'm 47 years old. I'm a grandfather. My son's a youth pastor out in California. And I had come to a really bad place. And I believe it was about a little over a year ago in January. I had actually in December, I had gone to a doctor, was going to go and have weight loss surgery. I weighed 242 pounds, but I had high blood pressure. I had plantar fasciitis. I had acid reflux. And I was in a bad state, flying about 180,000 miles a year, driving about 50,000, doing the work of the gospel. And, one of the things we do in ministry, sometimes we forget to be selfish about ourselves. And I took a picture with my grandson, Jack. And I'll never forget, I take a picture with my grandson, Jack, and from the previous a year ago Thanksgiving. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, wow, I am not going to see him grow up if I don't take my health back. The average person in our family dies, the men, about 63 years old. And go ahead if somebody's on here. Go ahead and mute your phone if you would. And there we go. And so, Cory, you may want to do that. And so,
Pat, you just need to unmute now.
Sorry. There we go. We're back. This is what happens with technology. But I'll never forget. I was at a really bad place, and I went to a doctor, and I believe a lot of people watching this are Christians, so you'll understand what I'm saying. I felt the Lord tell me, hold on, I'll bring a plan to you. And in January of 2015, I contacted a friend of mine named Cory Baker, who you're going to meet in just a moment. We got connected through a mutual friend. And in February, I finally launched into the plan. And I've lost 72 pounds. My wife lost 24 pounds. Karen and I travel the world. We're on television almost every single week. And it's been amazing to watch the transformation. And then I became a coach about 10 days after, because I wanted to help my own brother, who weighed 255 pounds. He's only 5'8". I'm 5'10", and watched my own brother lose 85 pounds. And now went from a 38 waist to a 32 waist, a 48 jacket to a 41 jacket, radically taken back my life. The clarity of mind, the transformation. I have one struggle, and that is, the struggle is this. I just finished writing a new book. I couldn't relax while I was writing the book. And if you've ever wrote a book, you got to be lethargic. You got to spend time writing. I struggled. I had to tell my publisher, it's taking me longer than usual to write this book. And the reason why is because of the unbelievable energy. But this plan is transformational. It has radically changed our life. It's changed our family. And I will just encourage you. There comes a moment where you decide to take back your health. We don't call this a diet. We call it a health plan, because you are going to change your body, mind, and spirit. And you're going to make up your mind, wait a minute, I deserve to take back my health. God's got a race for me to run. I'm going to run this race. And so I encourage you, You're about to hear how the plan works. It's not a gimmick. I wouldn't put my name on it if it was a gimmick. It actually works. And not only does it work, but it restores your body, mind, and spirit. It restores your body. And I lost those 72 pounds in 5.5 months. And now I've maintained it, kept it off. And now we're coaching about 200 people to do the same thing. But I want to turn it back to Dallas and Teah because they are amazing people and amazing coaches, and they can help you. And they're going to introduce my coach, who's also their coach now, and he's going to share the entire plan. But Dallas and Teah, thank you for having me on tonight because I believe in it. I'm really proud of what you guys have done, how you've taken back your health. It's been pretty amazing, especially the results, because I'm amazed. I've got friends that have lost 150 pounds. I talked to a friend this morning that's lost 72 pounds. And we helped 3 people in Indiana. They're all in ministry. Together, in 6 months, they lost 270 pounds. Wow. That's 3 people lost 270 pounds. I won't go back. I'll never stop because literally I've restored years back to my life. I went to the doctor today, and he looked at me and he said, "You're not the same guy I saw 4 years ago." I said, "No, I took back my health, and I got bold about it. And we are shouting it from the rooftops that this plan works." Go ahead, guys.
Hey, that's awesome. Thanks a lot. I wish I had 73 pounds to lose so that I could beat you, but I understand. I started less than
You can't beat me. I'm just telling you, can't beat me. Not that. I don't want you to beat me.
You're good, man. So thanks a lot, Pat. When he shared his story with us, it was inspiring. I wanted to hear about the plan when I talked to him, but really it was just like, I saw his results. I knew what he was before. I knew what he was now. And it's just like, dude, what are you doing? I want to do it because I trust you and I see the results in your life. And so it wasn't a very difficult decision for us. But for now, I want to go ahead and turn it over to Pat's coach, Cory, who's also helping coach me and helping me in my weight loss journey and answering a lot of questions for me. And Cory can kind of explain to you what you're all kind of wondering. What are the nuts and bolts? What does it look like? What are the details of the plan? So Cory, go ahead and take it away, man.
Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate the opportunity to come on and share a little bit today. My story has been transformational and one that I have never regretted. If you can see on the left-hand side there, that's me at 205 pounds, miserable. I would come home from work just lethargic, sitting on the couch, begging my kids to watch a TV show because I didn't have the energy that it took to chase them around, and I didn't want to be that guy. And so decided to do something. And I saw a friend that had lost a bunch of weight on Facebook and just said, "Hey, what are you doing? I need some help." And gave him a call, started the program September 15th, 2014. And lost 30 pounds in 8 weeks and have not looked back. That picture on the right was Thanksgiving of 2014 when I ran my first ever 5K. And since then, I have enrolled in CrossFit. I am the strongest I've ever been, the healthiest I've ever been. And I say that not to boast to you. I say that because if I can do it, anybody can. There's my family, my wife, Julie, and our 2 girls, Addison and Sadie. And yes, we're all Cubs fans. And yes, we are living on cloud 9. It's been a fun year. So obviously you're here today because you have some interest. You reached out to Dallas and Teah and asked for some help and wanted to move forward in your own health journey. And what you're going to find with our program is that you're going to get predictable transformation, that this is going to work, that this can't not work for you. I know that's a double negative, and I know you're not supposed to do that, but it can't not work for you if you do it. You're going to find that as you've noticed that Dallas and Teah have had incredible results, and Pat and us and the hundreds of people that we have coached over the last couple of years, you're going to get predictable transformation. And so one of the things that we really want to just kind of start with, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of a hint. This slide is what we're going to start with, and we're going to end with it too. Because I think for you, no matter what you do, listen, you're going to sit here and listen to what we're doing, and maybe at the end of this, you're going to think, this isn't for me. And if that's the case, that is okay. We are for you getting healthy. We think this is a great plan to do it, but if this call inspires you to go do something else, then do something else, but just stick with it. We believe that this works, and we'll show you why that is here in just a few minutes. But again, we are for people getting healthy, and the reason that we're sharing this with you today is just because this is what's worked for us. And it's what's working for thousands of people all across the country. And what you have to answer yourself today is just simply this: where do you want to be? What is it that you're trying to accomplish, and why do you want to get there? And so we have a path to optimal physical well-being. Pat talked about that just a few moments ago, that this is not a diet plan, it's a health plan. And what we like to say is that we pick up where other diets leave off. And every person here watching this video is where that little red asterisk is down there by step 1. You're preparing for your journey. Whether it's this or something else, you're watching this because you have a desire to move forward in your health somehow. Maybe it's lose some weight, maybe it's gain some energy, maybe it's to get off some medications like Dallas was sharing. You're preparing to do something. In the steps that we're going to help you with, the first thing we want to help you to do is reach your healthy weight. We want to help you get into an optimal range for your BMI, which stands for body mass index. We want to help you to get into a healthy range, which drastically lowers the risk of heart disease and other health problems, diabetes, different things like that. And so we want to assist you with a very easy program that's going to help you reach your healthy weight safely, quickly, and effectively. And then it's going to move on from there. Next, you're going to transition to healthy eating. A question we get all the time is, am I going to be on this for the rest of my life? Am I going to be eating these things forever? What's going to happen when I reach our goal weight? That's what makes our plan stick out, because we don't want you on this plan for the rest of our life. And if it was, if the goal was just to move forward or move a product or things like that, you would think that they would design these things so that you always have to use them. But that's not the goal. The goal is to get you off of this as soon as possible so that you can move on to optimize and live the rest of your life healthy. So then we're going to teach you habits of health. We're going to help you optimize health for your age so that the end result could be living a longer and healthier life. And so what we're going to do quickly is kind of go through 4 components of our system. In other words, when you jump on board here to do this, you're not just getting on board to do a diet. There's many components, and I'm going to break these down one by one to help you to understand when you jump on board exactly what you are getting and why this works so well. And the first thing that you're going to get is the support of a health coach. Now, health coach is a free benefit to you. You pay nothing for the support of a coach. It's something that is included in your program. And I don't know about any of you watching the call, but for me, accountability is so important. And listen, whoever you are watching this call, I most likely don't know you. But one thing that I tell people a lot of times that I talk to about the program is, listen, I don't mean this to come across harshly, but my guess is if you could have gotten healthy on your own, you would have done it by now, right? If we could have done it on our own, we would have done it by now. And most of us can't. You know why? Because it's hard. That's why. And I've said this for so many, and I can't speak to you. I can only speak for me. The one thing that I learned about food for me was an acceptable addiction. It's really what it was. It was an acceptable addiction. I was addicted to my appetite. Whatever my appetite wanted, I gave it. And so when I had the support of a coach, that coach really helped me, just like that picture you see on the right there. You know what? Life is messy sometimes. Things are challenging. They call it comfort food. I listened to Dallas talk about food from Louisiana. They call it comfort food for a reason, because it makes us feel good when we eat it. And so we need the help and support of people to help us to change our habits, because the bottom line is, if your habits don't change, you're not going to either. The good news is you're not going to be venturing into this journey alone. You're going to have the support of someone who's been there, done that, been in the mud, and isn't going to point and laugh at you when you're in the mud and fall on your face. They're going to go in, they're going to pick you back up because they had someone do the same thing for them. And that's what makes us stand out, is we're going to be down in there in the nitty gritty with you, walking alongside, and that is a priceless thing. The second thing is we have a great system, a Habits of Health system. The guy that came up with this named Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson, board certified health physician, who spent the majority of his life helping people like Dallas's dad, who had a heart attack at 28 or 29. He said often that it was his job to help people fix their life after they had driven over the edge of a cliff, to help them make sure they didn't die. And he said, at one point, I got home from work and realized that I don't want to help people after they've driven off a cliff anymore. I want to go build a fence so that they don't drive off the cliff at all. And so we came up with Take Shape for Life, wrote The Habits of Health. And it's in this book and different things that you're going to learn amazing resources. We're going to teach you portions. And it's through this book that you're really going to learn after you get off of your, after you get to your healthy weight, just exactly how you're going to keep it off. We talk about healthy rest. We talk about healthy exercise. We talk about healthy stress. There's so much that goes into living a healthier life, not just about what you eat. And you're going to learn all of that with the Habits of Health system. The third thing is we've got an amazing community. We are a part of a great team of people all around the United States that are all thinking about doing the exact same thing that you are right now. People that just want to move forward. And we believe that positivity is contagious, and we want to help believe in you to help you to know that you can accomplish whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish in your health and in your life. And you're going to have people standing beside you to help you to do that. And then fourthly would be our amazing fuelings. We say this: food is fuel. That's all it is. We want to help you to fuel your body properly. If you look at a car, if you want the car to run well, you got to put good gasoline in it, right? If I have a car that runs on regular fuel and I put diesel fuel in that regular engine, it's not going to run very good. And so we want to put the correct fuel in our body. And our fuelings are amazing because they're pre-loaded with probiotics, which are great things that help keep your immune system healthy, help for healthy digestion, amazing things, vitamin D, lots of protein, lots of vitamins and minerals, so lots of great things. And the purpose of what we do is we want to help get your body into what's called ketosis, or a fat burn, which essentially your body is storing fat right now. We want to take that fat, turn it into energy so that you can lose weight quickly and effectively, but also you'll feel better because your stored fat is actually a tremendous energy source. We want to tap into that. So our fuelings, they're nutritious, low calorie, they satisfy your hungry, lots of high quality protein, low glycemic, they're portable and convenient. Most of us are busy, on the go, easy to prepare, cost neutral, meaning that the cost to do this program for so many people is the exact same of what they're currently spending on food. In fact, most people discover that it actually is going to save them money, and we'll help you discover that in just a moment. And just like you heard both Dallas and Teah share, amazing energy while you're on the program. And like me, who would come home and sit on the couch and beg their kids to watch a movie, I'm the first one in the pool when I get home now, instead of the last one in, begging not to have to get in. And so basically the way this works is you're going to eat 6 times a day. We want you eating 5 of our fuelings. We want you eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. And then 1 time a day, you're going to eat a lean and green meal. So the great thing about this is you're going to incorporate our great fuelings that taste great. And also 1 time a day, you're going to get the chance to eat, to prepare a hot meal for yourself. You can eat that at home or at a restaurant and use 5, 6, or 7 ounces of protein and vegetables. And it's a great tasting meal. And so there's lots of great things that are going to help you to learn portion sizes and things to help you not just on your weight loss plan, but also as you transition into other things as well. The other thing that we really want you doing, and this is just a free tip for you, is we want you drinking lots of water. So many people are not drinking enough water right now, and that's one of the reasons your body is storing water. The reason our body stores excess water is because we don't drink enough water. So your body stores it because your body needs it. So the way to help your body not store more water is to drink more water. It flushes your system out. We want a person drinking half their body weight in ounces. And if that seems like a lot, we can help break that down so it doesn't seem like such a big deal. But take your weight, divide it by 2. That's how many ounces of water you should be drinking every single day. And it's really going to assist you. So what's included? You're not just getting food. You are getting the support of a free health coach. You're getting our amazing Habits of Health system. You're getting access to community of people all over the country that are doing this program at the same time as you. There's support calls and all kinds of things that you'll be able to take part in for free. And then you get 30 days worth of fuelings. You essentially purchase your fuelings 30 days at a time. We've got 2 different options. It would be the difference of kind of shopping at a normal grocery store versus shopping at Whole Foods. If you get your food at Whole Foods, the ingredients are a little better, which means you're going to pay a little bit more. You almost look at this as the regular line and the organic type line. If you want to do the organic type line, it's going to cost you a little more. But personally, we start most of our clients on the Optavia Essentials, which cost between $13 and $14 a day. The first month, there are books included. You don't need to get the books every month. It's just the first time. And again, I think those are very valuable because you want to learn not just how to lose weight, but you want to learn how to keep that weight off. So I told you at the beginning, we're going to start with this question and we're going to end with the question, where do you want to be? What do you want to accomplish? Why do you want to accomplish it? And what's it going to take to get there? And we know that this is something that works because it's working for so many people. And we think that if you give it a try, you'll find that it works for you too. And so what do you go from here? You reach out to Dallas and Teah and say, hey, I saw the presentation, or I listened to the video, love your story. What do I need to do? And they're the ones that will be able to assist you with a program that works best for you and for the goals that you're wanting to accomplish. And I really think that you're just one decision away from being where you want to be, and we certainly want to help you. And then the last thing I'll say, and I say this to everybody when we share the program with them, one thing that we know is that this program is going to work. And people ask all the time, they say, okay, I just have a question. If I do this program, are there any side effects? And I say, there is one. I got to be honest. There's one side effect, and you just need to know this going into the program. The side effect is you're going to have to get used to people coming up to you saying, you look amazing. If you can handle that, this is going to be a great fit for you. And when that does happen, because health is contagious, we say there's two options. You can either refer them over to Dallas and Teah, and they're phenomenal coaches, or you can coach them yourself. And coaching is fun. It's a great way to stay accountable on your own journey. And it's a great way to earn some extra income. So maybe that's for you, maybe it's not, but certainly that is an option as you get started along your journey. So Dallas and Teah, thanks so much for letting me come and share a little bit. Hopefully that was helpful to give away some of the information. So maybe just kind of close us up and tell people what to do if they want to get started.
Absolutely. I'm used to people coming up to me telling me I look amazing all the time though, Cory, but now they're telling me I look really amazing. So no, I kid, but I wasn't even going to say that, but sometimes that's true. We almost make jokes to hide the pain we're dealing with about our insecurities. And, oh yeah, well, I didn't feel that way before. I did feel, disappointed in the way I looked. And so this has been cool. And it is like Cory said, 2 weeks into the program, everyone was just like, what are you doing? You look incredible. And of course that's exciting. So I did want to share one more thing. Cory talked about energy. 2 nights ago was my daughter's 9th birthday. And she always wants to play this silly game called Bull. And it developed years ago when I was laying on the floor. She jumped on my back and said, like, I'm a cowboy, be a bull or something. I don't even know how the game got started. And basically all I do is pretend like I'm a bull until I buck her off. And then she jumps on my back again and says a different animal. And she loves playing that game, but I never want to play it because it's exhausting. You be a bull for 20 minutes on the living room floor. You'll get pretty tired. And so 2 nights ago, she was turning 9. I said, hey, babe, you want to play bull? And she was like, yeah. She got all excited, jumped on my back. And it was probably the first time in over a year that we played bull because I didn't have the energy. I didn't want to. That was exhausting, And I walked away from it. And later that night after the kids were in bed, I told Teah, I was like, that felt really good to have the energy to do that tonight and not dread it, it felt good to do that, So, hey, if you're still watching, dude, you're already halfway very interested if you're still watching my face right now. So way to go. You deserve a free meal. No, if you're still watching, I want to let you know, if you don't already know, how to get a hold of us. Please give us a call. My cell phone number is 405-974-0994. Teah's is 405-974-0580. Again, mine, 405-974-0994. Again, Teah's is 405-974-0580. Like Cory said at the beginning of this call, whatever you need to do to get healthy, do it. Make a decision that you've got to make a change. And if we can help you, if our program can assist you, we know all we can speak of is the results that we're having and the way we're feeling. And it's amazing. So we'd love to help you as well. But if that's something that you're interested in, please shoot us a text. Please give us a call. We'd love to be there in any way we can. So thank y'all, all of y'all that got on the call tonight. It was awesome. And have a great night. We'll see y'all later.